What's up, guys? Welcome to Weekly Weird News. This episode is sponsored by Hellofresh and Mac Weldon.
Hello, and wow, what a week to be an American.
Uh-huh.
Most of our videos from the last few days, actually all of them,
Yeah.
covered the fact that this country is quite dumb on a deep fundamental level in a way that makes you want to just facepalm yourself to death, and especially so at times in the wakes of horrific tragedies.
Yeah.
And we regret to inform you that this episode is unfortunately no different.
Maybe next week. Stick with us.
Sorry, Patriots. You may want to sit this one out. Anyways, to start things off, if you need proof that the collective mental health in America is in bad shape and we're all suffering from at least low-level PTSD at this point, check out what happened over in New York City's Times Square on Tuesday when a motorcycle that happened to be driving through the area had a little bit of an engine backfire.
Terrorist win. Just, it's absolute chaos erupting at the mere suggestion of gunfire, with at least a few people actually injuring themselves trying to escape from the next domestic terror attack. That literally, people are going to get crushed in human stampedes because of backfiring or fireworks.
Yeah. Well, we got to ban motorcycles then.
Absolutely. Now, to be fair, this being Times Square, the crowd running was probably made up of a whole lot of foreigners, possibly coming from countries whose governments have issued specific warnings to travelers to be very careful about visiting the United States. And that's true.
Yeah.
In the wake of the latest batch of mass murders, the nations of Uruguay, Venezuela, Japan, along with Amnesty International, all issued warnings to stay alert and be vigilant when visiting the United States. But since these kinds of shootings are such a regular occurrence, going back 2 decades, along with the general baseline level of gun violence and police brutality here, these warnings are just the latest and come on the heels of previous similar warnings from Germany, Ireland, Canada, New Zealand, the Bahamas, Australia, and the Netherlands. For lots of people outside the US, traveling here is increasingly becoming their version of those Vice travel documentaries from 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm going to America. Yeah, I might die.
Surviving 10 days in America.
Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
But hold on, you say. Sure, there are more guns than people in this country, but most of those guns are in the hands of reasonable, law-abiding citizens. And the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. So, if we want to prevent more tragedies, we need these good guys with guns out there in public, exercising their rights to open or concealed carry just in case something goes down.
Yes.
Which is an interesting idea, I guess.
It would make me very nervous if someone walked in with an AR-15 to a restaurant that I was sitting in.
Oh, it wouldn't make you feel more safe knowing that this hero is here to protect you?
No, it wouldn't. But that's just me.
Because you don't know them and they're just a random...
It's because I live on one of the coasts, so obviously I'm a liberal elite.
You're an elite.
You could tell that to my bank account. It would laugh at you, but still.
So, yeah, a guy over in Missouri tested out this idea on Thursday, though, and, well, the results would indicate that his stunt did not, in fact, make people feel safer. Quite the opposite, in fact.
Oh, my hypothesis was correct. I can't wait to put this on my middle school science fair board.
Well, hold on, we don't have enough data here. We need to test this several hundred more times.
To be fair, at this point, it's not entirely clear what exactly Dmitry Andreychenko was trying to accomplish by casually pushing a shopping cart through Wal-Mart while wearing body armor and carrying a loaded rifle and over 100 rounds of ammunition, and also apparently vlogging on his phone, but his social media indicates he's a big fan of defending the Second Amendment. And Missouri is in fact an open carry state, so it's fine.
Yeah, where's the crime?
He's been arrested for not any gun stuff, but for the chaos he caused when fellow Walmart customers ran for their lives thinking they were about to be gunned down in the second Walmart mass shooting in less than a week. He avoided the video game section though, because he didn't want to be tempted.
Yeah.
I'm a responsible gun owner, and I refuse to look at video games because that's where the devil lives.
That's where the bad comes out.
The official charge is terroristic threats, despite no indication he actually verbally threatened anyone, and it'll be quite interesting to see how this unfolds in court in a state where, again, it's perfectly legal to walk around in public visibly armed.
Yeah, it's there's a good chance he might be charged with nothing.
I'm protecting you.
Yeah, but it raises some interesting questions about, like, if it is legal to go out like this, but
you know, he got stopped.
But in doing that, you scare the shit out of people.
But this is the case of where the good guy with the gun got stopped by another good guy with the gun because it was a firefighter that held him at gunpoint.
Yeah, an off-duty firefighter who was also carrying. But well, can't wait to hear his explanation for it because he hasn't explained what the fuck he was trying to do yet. But if I had to guess, he was making a point, just like, oh, they're saying They're saying I shouldn't go out in public with all my gear.
Yeah.
But you know what? The law's on my side. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Update, yep, I was right.
When people from other countries look at America now, like I wonder if they just see Borderlands 3, where like they're like, we have guns literally running around with anthropomorphic feet. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But anyways, moving on from gun violence to some old-fashioned hand-to-hand violence. Sometimes the only guns a red-blooded patriot needs to defend this country are the ones God gave you.
Mm-hmm.
Over in Montana last Saturday, after the first mass shooting, but before the second mass shooting of the day, a patriot by the name of Kurt Brockway.
Now there's an American name.
Yeah, American hero Kurt Brockway. He was attending a rodeo event at the local Mineral County Fairgrounds when he noticed that America was under attack, and he simply had to step in and defend this country's honor.
What could he have possibly done with a name like that in a place like Montana with just the backing of hundreds of years of patriotism behind him?
Patriotism running through his veins.
Excited to find out.
So the national anthem was playing, everyone was standing around and singing, but one 13-year-old boy standing nearby was wearing a hat on his head.
Whoa, this is American kid.
Yeah, so Kurt Brockway, American hero, approached the boy, grabbed him by the throat, lifted him in the air, and slammed him to the ground for his egregious display of anti-American values.
Did the whole crowd go wild?
I haven't heard anything about the whole crowd clapping and anyone handing him a $100 bill.
Yeah.
I mean, Obama certainly wasn't there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think that's probably how he pictured it going down.
Absolutely. According to Brockway, who was thanklessly arrested for his act of patriotism, he only assaulted the boy after asking him to remove his hat and being told, "Fuck you." Obviously, the boy was having a heated gamer moment. But according to witnesses there weren't actually any words exchanged, and the 39-year-old Brockway chokeslammed the 7th grader seemingly out of nowhere. As a result of the attack, the boy suffered a concussion and a fractured skull and was reportedly bleeding out of his ears. Hopefully he'll listen now that his ears are unclogged. He was airlifted from the fairgrounds in western Montana to over 100 miles away in Spokane, Washington to be treated for his injuries. So it almost certainly was one hell of a chokeslam.
Yeah, credit where it's due. This man really fucked up that child.
They call it good old boy strength.
Mm-hmm.
And it's infinite.
Yeah, I mean, it's science. If you go to the gym, normally you can lift a certain weight.
But if you're lifting hay bales...
Start playing the national anthem,
Yeah.
you can double it.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Brockway's now facing a charge of felony assault on a minor, which could land him in prison for up to 5 years. But his defense attorney is doing what he can to make the case for Brockway.
Attorney Lance Jasper is defending Kurt Brockway's actions on the basis that Brockway is a disabled veteran who is uber patriotic. And he says that, "He told me, I guess I messed up because he got hurt, but I'm a patriot." So it looks like they're going with the patriot defense. And to bolster their case, they're citing the president's statements on respect for the flag and national anthem, with Jasper saying, "Kurt says he was given an order from the commander-in-chief to make sure people are patriotic. Kurt takes that literally and views the president as commander-in-chief, and when he sees it happening, he feels he needs to do something about it. His commander-in-chief is telling people that if they kneel, they should be fired, or if they burn a flag, they should be punished. He certainly didn't understand it was a crime. Trump never necessarily says go hurt somebody, but the message is absolutely clear. I am certain of the fact that he was doing what he believed he was told to do, essentially by the president."
Very cool, guys.
Now the president goes to visit the child in the hospital and does a big old thumbs up, completely missing the point.
Yeah.
Like he did with the orphan.
Trump genuinely seems happier than any other situation when he's in the hospital taking pictures next to...
He's just lobbing IV bags instead of paper towels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's at his happiest in the hospital. They should bring him.
By the way, I did a rally here a couple months back and it was huge, way better than Beto's.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's cool. It's especially cool since this clearly very sane man was released on his own recognizance by a judge who felt that the prosecution's request to set bail at $100,000 was overkill, even though this guy also has a 2010 conviction for assault with a deadly weapon, also on his rap sheet. He was defending America's honor after all, so...
And he's white.
Yeah, so, you're free to go. Come back for your court date. And
Don't miss it.
In the meantime, don't go choke slamming in any preteens.
Or assaulting anyone with deadly weapons.
Yeah. We know you're good.
We trust you. No.
Anyways, as with the Wal-Mart guy, this is sure to be a groundbreaking case if and when it makes its way into a courtroom. We cannot wait.
It's not going to go the way we hope it does.
I think with this guy and with the Wal-Mart guy, I think they're both going to get off completely free.
Yeah.
Like, that's the pessimist in me talking, but like, I'm pretty sure both of them are either going to get a slap on the wrist, big old misunderstanding, or absolutely nothing's going to happen to them. I don't see either of these guys serving any time.
Kurt's going to be in court and he's going to go, Your Honor, clearly, have you seen the family's GoFundMe? I was doing them a favor. They've made plenty of money off of this.
I don't know if they have. Helicopter rides are extremely expensive.
Well, obviously they have health insurance because everyone in the country is covered.
Yeah, I'm sure even if they do have health insurance, I'm sure.
Nah.
Nah.
No. The GoFundMe's right there. They made a lot of money.
Well,
you can thank old Kurt Brockway for that.
Kurt Brockway, American hero. Anyway, speaking of good Trump-loving patriots who found themselves facing charges this week, meet 23-year-old John Lambert, founder of Students for Trump, a very successful campus organization for like-minded conservative college students who go against the grain of their liberal millennial peers.
Little John Lambert isn't in trouble for anything Trump-related, but rather for something that we see so often on this show, presenting himself as a professional in a field in which he has no actual skills or experience. In this case, it's law. Lambert had a fake law firm website where he pretended to be a lawyer named Eric Pope, and he used that website to solicit legal fees from potential clients and then ghost them, adding up to around $50,000 over the last 3 years. So he's not very good at it.
No. Well, I don't know. Like, I think that's what he's being prosecuted for, but I saw there might still be victims out there who haven't.
Too embarrassed to come forward?
Yeah, I don't know.
But a lot of that money was people's entire savings, so these are desperate people, and he was scamming them. According to friends of his who spoke to Politico, Lambert's favorite movie is The Wolf of Wall Street, which makes a lot of sense, especially considering Jordan Belfort ended up going to prison for his crimes. And now John Lambert is looking at up to 20 years for the wire fraud charges that he pleaded guilty to this week. So,
wow.
Wolf of D-Block.
What a ride.
And
for 50, like, if you're gonna go to prison for 20 years, you should make a little bit more than $50,000 in your scam.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, for a bit of much-needed centrist balance this week.
Let's just jump right into it. What? What?
Is that a Philly D reference?
No, I'm not making any reference at all.
Okay. For some enlightened centrism, we'd be remiss if we didn't bring up Democratic frontrunner Joe Biden's various gaffes from just the past few days.
Put him in a home.
That, but unironically. He was in Iowa this week. I think he said most of the things while in Iowa.
Yeah.
At a campaign stop there, Biden said, "Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids."
What?
There are two types of kids: poor kids and white kids.
And lovely women. You love them. Hey, look how cute they are.
I'm gonna whisper.
I'm gonna pinch their cheeks.
Hey, little girl, let me see that. Also in Iowa, he told a crowd of supporters, "We choose truth over facts," in one of his speeches.
Wow.
Also this week, Biden referred to former UK Prime Minister Theresa May as Margaret Thatcher for the second time this year. And then, of course, there's the fact that when discussing the recent shootings in El Paso and Dayton, which occurred on the same day, he referred to them as, quote, "the tragic events in Houston today and also in Michigan the day before." Anyways, if these are the kinds of gaffes that we're getting more than a year before the next election, we are in for a wild, stupid ride.
I can't wait for the debate where they're just staring at Trump and Biden are just staring at each other, drooling.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of you younger people forget, but before he was vice president for 8 years, Joe Biden was constantly fucking embarrassing himself all the time. I mean, he still did it as president, but like leading up to that, every time
he tried to ban raves in the 90s, damn it.
Yeah, the man's a fucking buffoon.
Yeah.
He was likable when he had no power and was just a dude.
Yeah.
Who would like go to ribbon cuttings and shit. But yeah, absolute clown. Get out of the race, Joe. Retire, bitch.
Yeah. Before they make you retire, because you're like,
yeah.
Like you can't keep doing stuff like this, right?
Yeah, this guy is like, he's asking for like the 25th Amendment to get invoked like within days of, stepping into office and like
multiple gaffes.
Really getting something wrong.
In every campaign rally, just multiple gaffes. Like you can't, listen, I say that should be disqualifying, but we have the current president who...
Right, I'm not at all saying these two things are the same.
Yeah.
I do think Joe Biden, like many people in power, I think his heart is in the right place, and I don't...
He just can't put those thoughts and feelings into words.
Like, I think Trump is actually a genuinely malicious person.
Yes.
Who is not doing things out of the kindness of his heart. I think Joe Biden is, but it doesn't fucking matter in practice.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
If he's making this many mistakes now, imagine like 4 years from now.
Yeah, I want him to keep making mistakes. Though. I want him to make just enough mistakes that he loses his lead and has to drop out. And that way we avoid a Biden presidency altogether. I don't want him to like drip drop, like just keep sprinkling gaffes all throughout so that not enough people notice, and then he gets elected, and then it's just like, oh God.
Jesus.
But,
oh, hello, Margaret Thatcher. Hey, how's it going? Hey, looking good. How's it going? Come give Uncle Joe a hug.
Come closer. Come closer.
Yeah,
there you are, girl.
Anyways, before we get into headlines, this episode is sponsored by Hellofresh. Hellofresh is America's #1 meal kit delivery service, bringing you easy seasonal recipes and pre-measured ingredients right to your door. All you gotta do is cook and enjoy. Hellofresh makes cooking delicious meals at home a reality, regardless of your comfort in the kitchen. Say bye-bye to endless grocery store trips and takeout food. Hellofresh has you covered. Break out of your dinner rut with 17 seasonal chef-curated recipes to choose from each week. There's something for everyone, from family recipes to calorie smart and vegetarian, and a fun menu series like Hall of Fame and craft burgers.
Yeah, I had cooked some HelloFresh this week. I cooked my wife cooked it actually.
Oh,
a sausage.
traditional gender roles.
Yeah. No, I usually cook. But anyway, it was a sausage spaghetti dish. And it was delicious, like shockingly good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a big fan of this. Gets you cooking stuff you might not normally do.
Yeah.
So for $80 off your first month of HelloFresh, go to HelloFresh.com/weeklyweird80. Enter code weeklyweird80 at checkout. That gets you $20 off each of your first 4 boxes. So go to HelloFresh.com/weeklyweird80. Use promo code weeklyweird80 at checkout.
This episode is also sponsored by Mack Weldon. Mack Weldon is a premium men's essentials brand that believes in smart design, premium fabrics, and simple shopping. They're betting that they are the most comfortable underwear, socks, shirts, undershirts, hoodies, and sweatpants that you will ever wear. If they don't leave you fully satisfied with your first pair, you can keep it and they'll still refund you. No questions asked. It is very hot in here right now, but you know what's not sweating? My underbits.
These nuts!
I am literally wearing my Mack Weldons right now.
Yeah, me too.
They are wicking that moisture away.
Wicked.
Yeah.
For the extra sweaty boys and girls in this room,
Yeah.
Mack Weldon has a line of silver underwear and shirts that are naturally antimicrobial, meaning they eliminate odor.
I'm wearing my silver slickers right now.
Yeah, I need them. Not only does Mack Weldon's entire line of basics look good, they also perform well no matter the occasion. Work, exercise, going on dates, you name it.
Hosting YouTube shows.
Yeah, if you visit MackWeldon.com and use our promo code WeeklyWeird at checkout, they'll take 20% off the cost of your first order. Again, that's MackWeldon.com. Use promo code WeeklyWeird, all one word, at checkout, and you'll save 20% off the best underwear and socks of your life.
Now let's get into headlines, and we're going to start with Louisiana woman reportedly told police meth found in her vagina was not hers. There's a couple ways that
There was
could be
also
true,
like
I think.
$6,000 in cash up there. She
up in her
her prison pocket,
Yeah, okay. So,
Yeah, she...
the money is mine, but no, the meth is not.
Yeah, the money's mine. I didn't steal that. The meth, I don't know how that got there.
I went to the bank and I withdrew all of the money and they handed it to me. I didn't look at it. I just put it in the safest place that I knew I could. And it's not my fault that the bank manager is clearly dealing methamphetamines from behind the counter, but I was blissfully unaware.
Yeah, you just go down to the bank. Look into them.
Yeah.
Widow owed me.
Not me.
I didn't do nothing. Florida man pulls gun on delivery crew after furniture arrives late. Tells them, I've shot people for less.
Responsible gun owners shouldn't have their rights taken away.
This man lives in Bradenton.
Yeah.
Which, Bradenton is not a big town, is it?
It's decently big.
Because we've had, I feel like, a disproportionate amount of Florida headlines come out of Bradenton.
The problem with Bradenton, it's not the problem. And I've been over this before. Socioeconomically, Bradenton is lower on the scale than the surrounding areas.
Okay.
That's the nicest way I can put it.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, anyway, this guy, he ordered some furniture. They were like, it's going to be there between 3 and 6 or whatever. They showed up a little bit late. So he held them at gunpoint.
Yeah.
And told them, I've shot people for less. And they're like, well, look, you can file a complaint. We got the furniture here.
Yeah.
It sounds like they delivered it, under, while he held them up. And then they went to the cops, and now he's in trouble for it.
Yeah.
So it didn't really accomplish much.
Should have thrown the furniture out.
Yeah.
But then he would have shot him, so. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't.
It's a great country. Florida should be our capital.
Yeah. Speaking of Florida man drives golf cart into Walmart, attempts to run people over. Walmart is just having a no good, very bad week.
Yeah.
And it's because they have like 5 in every city.
Yeah.
And it's the only place
true.
people go in a lot of cities.
Yeah, Walmart and McDonald's, like, if you didn't know there were like tens of thousands of them, you'd think pretty poorly of both those businesses.
And McDonald's usually has a McDonald's inside of Walmart.
That's true.
The one-stop shop.
But yeah, this guy, golf cart, he was like blocking the entrance. The police showed up and they're like, hey,
Get out of here.
Get that damn golf cart out of here. He's like, you know what?
Fuck you.
Not only will I not leave, I'm driving this cart into the store, baby. And then he went on a little joyride around there, maybe grabbed a few items off the shelf, like one of those shopping sprees from the 90s. And then he crashed, and then they arrested him.
I saw something similar, but not as severe last night in the Target store. There was a boy riding a bicycle full speed through the Target store. Almost hit me.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, well, I didn't see anyone...
How am I supposed to test out the goods?
I didn't see anyone rushing to, you know...
Oh, that's just my silly son.
Yeah. It's back to school week, so there's lots of kids in there.
Yeah, get them out. Yeah. Send them back to school. Make school year-round. Lock them up. Anyway, speaking of Florida, Miami Marlins sorry for blaming Tampa Bay Rays for killing Steve Irwin.
Yeah, a fucking hilarious
Yikes.
exchange. Yeah, it just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. When Twitter slams go too far.
Yeah. You're named after the animal that killed Steve Irwin. Log off.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like, Steve Irwin's kids are like, hi, your dad died like 10 years ago. Like, still a very sore subject. Also, Steve Irwin's like one of the most beloved people on earth. You probably shouldn't do this.
That's why they wanted to do the diss, because they knew it would ruin
this will
the
make
franchise.
you look bad, not me. This will make me look funny.
Exactly.
Wait, fuck.
Yeah. Well,
keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah. Scientists suggest staring down seagulls to protect your snacks. You have to assert dominance on the seagull. You can only do it one eye at a time.
Yeah, and it's true. Like, anecdotally, anytime I've seen a seagull steal from someone,
when they're looking away.
Yeah, they get you from the sides or from behind. You square up with that seagull, you look at him in the eye and you say, no!
Yeah.
No, Mr. Seagull.
But then they're gonna learn and they're gonna have their seagull buddies come and swoop in while your eyes are locked on them.
Like raptors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're distracted by the one in front of you and then out of the bushes. Whoosh.
Well, we all know dinosaurs, birds, dinosaurs, same thing.
Yeah.
Same hunting techniques.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there is no solution.
There was in New York this week. There was a hawk just destroying a fucking pigeon. People like surrounding it. Just
yeah, they're cool animals.
They're very cool.
They do sometimes kill other birds. It's not pretty.
Mm-mm.
They're birds of prey for a reason.
Birds of prey. They love Jesus.
Men less likely to recycle because they're worried people will think they're gay, study claims.
Hey, you got recycling? No.
No.
Absolutely
No.
not. And if you use the bathroom, you'll clearly see that I only have urinals in my house.
Well, this was based off, like, I looked at the study and it's like, they presented a bunch of people with just examples of like saying, a person does this, 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 and this. What gender is the person and are they gay or straight?
Oh.
And like they found that just like a weird amount of straight men thought that any character that was described as recycling or doing anything environmentally friendly was either a woman or a gay man.
Yeah.
But this lines up a lot with, there's a while back when people are talking about like dudes who were so afraid of being gay that they like don't wipe their own ass.
Mm-hmm. Well, neither do I. I use the bidet.
Just walk around with mud butt all day.
Mm-hmm. The way God intended.
But bidet's the gayest of all.
No.
You're literally getting fucked in the ass by water.
No. Men at construction sites, I've heard that they, whenever they use the porta potty, they all line up afterwards and the foreman takes a giant hose and just sprays them.
All right, good. Now we're not gay, boys.
We did it.
Let's go whistle at some women.
Hey, toots, I got a clean ass.
Clean, straight, hetero ass.
Anyways, adult entertainment company says it will bring exotic dancers to Storm Area 51 event.
A little bit late, I think.
It's also going to be really hot there, so
yeah, but like
take precautions.
I'm not really sure anyone's going to Vegas.
I still think
anymore.
they will.
I don't know.
The tickets are booked. The hotels are booked. They're already sold out. They're definitely going.
Yeah, I mean, like at least a few people, but like
it's like when Coachella announces its lineup. There's a lull between the lineup announcement and the actual date of the festival.
Coachella's like 90 minutes east of LA.
Yeah, people come from all over the world.
This is in the middle of nowhere.
So is Coachella, kind of.
Coachella's close to like Palm Springs.
Okay, it's like Burning Man. You never remember Burning Man until you're going there. I've never been.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So there you go. Strippers at Area 51. Also, I think the original event page for Storm Area 51 is gone now. Which is weird.
Kid probably got scared. So there you go.
Probably got a knock on the door from a few MIBs. Mm-hmm. Man who threw fridge off Spanish cliff ordered to drag it back up.
Finally, some justice in the world.
Yeah, we probably didn't want to take it down to the local recycling center because
that'd be gay.
That'd be gay.
Yeah.
So, what would a straight man do with this old fridge?
Fucking
throw it off a cliff.
Yeah, get rid of it that way. This used to happen all the time. There's a beach in Northern California where people just threw all of their trash onto the beach, and now it's just like glass pebbles because the ocean has eroded and smoothed all of the plastics and
it's pretty cool looking actually for a very sad reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy
also wear shoes when you go there. You can step on some rusty shit.
This guy and his friend, they posted video of them throwing this fridge off a cliff on the social media, and like immediately the law got involved, and they're like, they found the fridge, and they're like, all right, well,
drag it back up.
Drag it back up now. Mm-hmm. Well, you should have thought of that before you threw a fridge off a cliff.
See, that's nice justice.
Yeah, Spanish justice.
Suspects hold man hostage, make him grilled cheese sandwich. So he's got to eat. Yeah. You want to be nice hosts, even if you're holding someone hostage.
Yeah, you don't want to. If your hostage starves to death, then you got no hostage.
But then some hostages, they don't respect the free meal, like in that episode of The Boys where he cooks her a delicious-looking meal.
Yeah,
and
then
boom,
she just knocks
it over. What a waste.
Ingrateful.
Mm-hmm. Well, so eat that damn grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, I hope he did. The story did not have a lot of details. It was like 2 paragraphs. I'm like,
there should be more to this.
Yeah. It's like 4 people. Mm-hmm. I mean, they all look possibly methy, but I don't know.
No.
And they didn't say what their relationship to the hostage was, what they were looking for. Yeah, a lot of questions here. But anyways, final headline. Skyrocketing avocado prices leading to phony guacamole made with squash.
This is apparently pretty big in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But you can tell the difference. It's like watery and...
Yeah, I think it was like Munchies or one of the food websites looked into it. And
LA Taco definitely did.
Oh yeah, I think they were the ones that I read. They were like kind of shocked. They're like
about how many people actually do it.
Well, they did a taste test and they're like side by side you can tell the difference, but like if you just got the squash guacamole, you might not be able to know. But like a dead giveaway is how watery it is.
Yeah.
And like if guac's watery, it's not good. It's got to be thick.
Yeah.
You got to be able to get a big old mound of it on a single chip.
The chip better break on the first attempt.
Yeah.
So that you recalculate the amount of pressure you need to put on it.
Yeah. There's also like good guacamole, you can actually taste the avocado, and it's not just the taste of salt and like
tomatoes
spices
and spices,
onions.
Spices.
Yeah. No. But keep your eye out there if you're.
It's just like spaghetti squash spaghetti or whatever. Or instead of pasta, you just do the squash.
I can tell the difference pretty clearly there. But,
but it's healthy, It is. It is healthy. Anyways, that's it for Weekly Weird News this week. Be sure to check out our 2 most recent episodes. We got a brand new episode of News Dump, and then why don't you check out Wal-Mart having even more of a week by just censoring video games.
Yeah.
Check those out. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.